All right, greetings, thanks for joining us for tonight's webinar. It's September, early September. So, all right, questions. I'm going to messages and Q&A. All right, here we go. Greetings, this is Archangel Michael. Greetings to you. Or the transition will look clear in the next couple of weeks as much of your political groups you start to show more of their true colors. Of course, in your October is when it's going to truly, you know, you're going to really start to see another side of humanity, or where the world is going. Also, there's going to be hints here and there. You begin to notice that you're a lot of this. The future has been blocked by many, because it's still, you can say it's still in transition. It's not always necessary to be seen completely, but I believe many of your sixth sense will become, your senses of the future become more clear as there's a change in landscape, a change of future constantly. But as one timeline, as your election begins to activate, uh, the future becomes more clear. So, this is greetings to you. We are the Blue Avians. Yes, we not speak here very often, or at all for that matter. It's been some time. But the status report of your planet, yes, you're connecting more to the sun's energy. As some are getting dreams of connecting more to the sun. It's not fully awakening to your energy field, but as much of your fourth dimension energies are coming in. Some of you are feeling your, once you change your lifestyle, change your clothes, looks, where you live, or just to change the way you look at things. You feel like a blockage is finally lifted. There's different ways of timeline shift. And usually when you change your lifestyle, it shows you are, it gives you more of an idea that a new timeline has been born. It's always been there. It just, it slowly moves in little by little. It's not always going to be the clearest, but also your main timeline to be able to see where humanity is going, what is necessary, at least on the energy level. You might not always see future events, but on the energy level, see the density getting lighter, lighter, and lighter. And that is your fourth dimension vibration. And your mind becomes more clear of where things are going. And that's when your alien energy starts to show up, become more clear in your mind. So, greetings to you. I am Neberkenezer. as your forefathers of your current reality of how where the world goes. As yes, there was much invasion of your past to different places, Israel, Greece, and so on, to spread the word of the new beginnings. It will get easier over time. Now you're using technology to grow and change, but also weather anomalies come in to bring in a new timeline of abundance. Say, yeah, out with the old, in with the new, out with fire, of course. Eventually, as your energies, as you many of you know, as your energies begin to become lighter, your continents, your countries will all begin to shift and change positions. So you're in the early stages of that. I have not quite seen it quite yet, but it is good to prepare the mind for it when it does occur. At least put in the back of your mind to know that these things can't happen. That's when you know when your continents begin to move. You know you're definitely going into a because that's basically your not necessarily your next war, but your next transition. So yeah, so humans are always going to be infighting. That is part of your galactic ways. For now, not all of you are in the war. They're just ready for it to be over. Kind of looking at your watch. Is this over yet? You guys done fighting with each other? And you're putting that energy out too. You're almost talking to them in astral. Those that are infighting, your politicians, and you're just like, are you really going to keep continuing? And of course, many say yes. So I'm here to answer your questions whenever you're
Oh, greetings, Neberkenezer.
ready.
Thank you for coming in. Blessings.
Blessings.
Up first this evening, I have Icy's questions she asked me to read for her.
Hmm.
Her first question, she says, I've been struggling with my creative abilities, feeling uninspired. Something blocking me?
Well, it's part of it is that the world has become overwhelming and almost dull in some areas. Well, you have a lot of research knowledge. It's like too much knowledge as you're gaining can wear you out. So I say give it a couple weeks. Just give yourself a break. Maybe from everything. Maybe not everything completely, but what you've been really pushing your mind to its brink, as you could probably feel. So your mind is a vacation. It's good to scale back for a while, and your creativity will come back. It basically burned it out, as you can see.
Thank you. Her second question, can you please explain the real benefits of taking Ormus monatomic gold, if any, and if it's worth I keep using it?
But it seems to work with your Kundalini energy. It is part of the Fae, from what I can see. Voice the element that you're connecting to. So it's part of your growth. It's not necessary for many people, but for you, it seems to be a roadway into your past.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Next person asked me to read their questions as well. I have Christy's questions. Her first question, my friend Mark wants to understand what future does the Pleiadian lady desire.
What? Can you repeat that question? What
My
future?
f- yeah, well, my friend Mark wants to understand what future does the Pleiadian lady desire.
Oh, oh, friendship. Just friendship overall. It's up to you how you're going to conduct yourself in that friendship.
Okay, thank you. Her second question, she asks, "Am I the Pleiadian lady that he is seeing in astral? If so, can you tell me more information on that?"
Well, you're a fractal of that energy. It is the Palladian lady is a love affair energy that he's been connected to for some time. There to elevate his vibration, but for you to be connected to him is you kind of blend in with those energies. So yes, you're you're part of it, part of that connection. Yes. So it is part of where you go in the physical between the two of you is between the two of you. So go by listen to your instincts, of course. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Logan.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
My first question tonight is, I would like to know which of my chakras that I need to work on.
No, crown chakra. Crown chakra has been neglected. Well, it's you can look inside of it through a meditation, see if it's hurting, if it's bothering you, see if anybody shows up there. It seems to be a part that has been less developed, but that's not a problem. But overall, our chakra is in good health. But yes, the crown chakra is one that, as you connect with, you probably feel a buzzing feeling.
Thank you. My second question is, are there any general messages from my guides?
Or is it a timeline jump you're doing? A shift in your consciousness of understanding the alien energies. Insectoid. Insectoid, just going to kind of let your mind wander of what an insectoid world looks like. And allowing that, if you're comfortable, of course. And just what societies you imagine. You're very much connected. Of course, you're connected to all of you. Connected to all kinds of different realities. But insectoid seems to be a place that's been misunderstood, not seen. I mean, people aren't fully ready for it, but it is something that you can think about every once in a while.
Cool.
Right.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Silverclaw.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, friend. My first question. There is a course about guitar music mechanics. Someone called the Samurai Guitarist is doing it, and I just want to know if you see me learning well with this course.
Yeah, music will help you heal. It is another part of your talent that is worth exploring. It is a part of you that will help you get more insight, connect you to your chakras, the direction where you're going. Will help you through life, you can say.
Interesting.
You can also learn on your own too. I mean, the course is good, but you can figure things out on your own too.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if reading these books and just basically going through this course, if I will, learn the mechanics of music.
Yes.
Because it can get a little complicated. So you're saying yes. Okay, great. Fantastic. Great. So my next question, I got contacted by someone who claims to sell many different psychedelics on Facebook. I want to know. I want to buy DMT and some mushrooms from this person. But do you see this going perfectly well? Will I not get in trouble and actually receive what I purchased?
Well, just be cautious. Don't see any difficulties, but use your own intuition with it. Talk to the person more, get to know the person more.
At the very least, it's
stay away from it altogether.
Yeah, I just have always wanted to try DMT, and I think this is the only way I've ever been offered. But you're saying that it's not a scam or a cop or anything?
Well, it's probably not the best idea.
Okay, I definitely will listen to that. That's why, I've been waiting just to ask you because I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the last place you wanted. That's the last place you wanted to go or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's Facebook. I don't trust it. And if I may, just a quick yes or no. I did ask this before, but it's very crucial that I don't damage my plants. Basically, I just bought a new extra light for my grow tent, and I just want to make sure that it won't harm my plants with this added light.
No, just the lighter the light, it can have light on it, but not too powerful. It should be
or at least not too closely. But basically, these two lights are okay and fine.
Yes.
Okay, all right, in general. Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Retro.
Hello, good day there.
Yes, greetings.
So my first question was the other day I've had this very vivid dream. I was kind of in a underground living space, and it's kind of next to a hollow pyramid shape.
Mhm.
And I don't remember much about the dream itself, except it was quite vivid, and there's lots of like dots are lying in there. I wonder if there's any messages or something attached to that I should know.
But yeah, it's a hollow Earth. You're connecting to. You see in future timelines, it's not showing itself
Hmm.
completely, but you're part. You can say the building of it. It's within the Earth, so it is. It shows that you're part of it. You're observing it, but also you're a part of it. So it's hidden. The bats are there to hide it. Well, nothing should be hidden, but there's a new energy coming to the Earth. So
So that
yes, go ahead.
is this hollow Earth meant to be more of like a positive or kind of like a
Yes.
negative thing? Okay.
Well, it's clearing out the negative. That's why it's not. Nothing is always completely seen. So your
Okay.
elites can't always see the timelines. You're part of timelines your elites can't see.
All right. I've always been mostly skeptical of Hollow Earth or settling in Hollow Earth because I thought it was more of a control system.
Well, it's more of a Agartha, you can say, but
Okay.
they're calling it Hollow Earth for
Okay.
like a cave. Let's put it that way.
Nice. Yeah. I can feel that. Um. Actually, I'll add this second question. So, what is the difference between like I've seen in different channeling these places that are in the Hollow Earth where the elite tend to hide like slaves and
Mhm.
hybrid children. In a sense, how would you differentiate between that and like Agartha as far as geography?
Well, it's the lower realms of Agartha. It is more of the. I mean, the slavery comes in different forms, like of
Hmm.
a magician energy. So you can say they're technically taken off planet. They're here, but they're also off planet. So it's more of the lower realms of Agartha, deep within it. So it's within the forest areas. The forests do hide a great deal. They are used against themselves. Like go into a forest, you feel not safe. A lot of that's trafficking energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, it's hidden within the trees, unfortunately.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also places like Antarctica as well tended to be.
Yes, but your forests have human trafficking energies around them, unfortunately,
Okay.
because they're just hiding a great deal. The elites know how to use the energies to hide what is happening here.
Yeah. It always seems like a dense energy up in the Outer Peninsula, so
Yes.
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It will
Thank you.
change. Many of you will bring healings. There might be forest fires possibly to release the blockages around
California.
the world. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hello. Thank you for
Great.
being here.
Great.
Greetings. I just want to know if you have any information about the Inner Earth civilization, the Ariani. I guess they're the ones that were visited by Admiral Byrd. And I was wondering what connection, if any, I have with the Ariani race.
Well, that race, you're connected to another planet. So you come from their soul origins. So they
Okay.
get connected to this planet to assist in its growth. It's like Palladians, Syrians, etc. So yeah, that's where you feel. So during that Admiral Bird during there, we do see your energies there, yes. As a welcoming
Awesome.
energy, of course.
Oh, great. And other than that, I was just wondering um, if there are any messages for my spiritual path or work, or if by chance that race has any messages for me.
Well, as for the work timelines, you can, close your eyes and feel the vibrations of what you're feeling from that. And what is the first thing that comes to you for a job application? Like after you sent it, you feel blockage, you feel good, you feel very many blockages. It means that timeline's not always meant for you. But just continue on. It seems like, yeah, you're kind of like on a secret mission, from what it seems. You're not going by your standard timelines. It seems like you're kind of hidden timeline of where you're going, as you don't really know where you're going. But you will make it right. Of course, you keep hearing that, but it will. The world's kind of falling apart internally in some areas, but you will make it work.
Yeah.
Compromise on your side also. I believe you're doing that already.
Okay. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Next, got Omran's questions he asked me to read. His first question, he says, last week a gate to the spirit world opened for me in astral, and I went through it and saw many dead people and some family members. The place there was a big black dog as a guardian who kept an eye on me and let me go around and speak and explore the place. Who was this dog and why did the gate open for me suddenly?
Well, you went to the past to reacquaint with the past, to see the past that you've kind of locked out. So the dog was like a guide to keep you safe, so you don't get pulled into old ideas. Not that you would have, but so your empathic abilities aren't interfered with. But you're there to, I would even say, assist some souls to heal in the spirit realms and to show them your progress. It just showing, it was giving you, from what you remember, but you're actually having conversations with a lot of those beings. You just don't remember that side of it. So, blessings.
Okay, thank you. His second question. I'm always seeing beings in my dreams who look like men in black, but they never bother me. They are always close to my home. Who are they?
Yeah, it is the men in black. It is wizard energies also. They're just making sure you don't break the rules of astral to bring too much in. Not that you would, but just that you go to the edge of where you're allowed to see. So, and could you have ability to remember what many don't. So just making sure that you don't remember too much, even for your own health, to be able to handle this reality once you bring that download back. So you're testing the waters. You're going around, going as far as you can. Yes, you do go to the streets of Babylon in your past. Also, it's another a portal energy. You go to the Babylon's one place you go to. Yes, connected to Anunnaki, but also to take you to other worlds to help this world be assembled and put together.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Liz.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. I don't really have a foreign question. But can you tell me about my astral?
Well, it seems dense right now because a lot of the politicians are kind of freaking out on many levels. I do see you as a cat being in actual recently, a form of like forming a new government.
Mm-hmm.
We said that would be eventually brought into this Earth's energy. So, and also easing a lot of fears of people of the future. You're going to dream states of many to calm them down, even help some of them find a job if necessary. If that would even help. Some, they feel like they need a job, but some don't for their own growth. It's like you've already done that. No, it didn't help. So go live with your family or something else. So that's where you're working in astral, it seems. There's much more to it. You have the idea.
That explains why I'm being so busy. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you roaming or walking around a lot, talking to many. The feline is just to protect you, so your senses are at 100%, and to get their attention. You're not always looking like that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
There's more to it than that, but
And how about we have a lot of fires here in California,
Yes.
and some are kind of close to me now. So, do you see any? The weather has changed a lot.
Mhm.
Right now, it's kind of humid and cloudy, very very heavily cloudy, 20 degrees less than normal right now. So, I guess we're being protected, right?
Yeah, I don't believe this will affect you. From what I can see at this moment, timelines can change, but I don't believe it will affect you.
Mm-hmm.
What it is 5D energies are coming in, and California does play a big role in the Earth's future, or currently, as many politicians are there. So, the fires will, as you see where the world is right now, it is quite intense.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
why the
everything
fires
is.
are intense. In
Yeah.
some ways, you can say the fires are to calm things down. It's like kind of to scare people. It's like, okay, look at things a little bit differently now.
Yes, well, I do see the fires as the only thing can deal with this energy
Yeah,
transition right now.
right.
Very good.
But it's also showing ideas are going up in flames. The old
Oh,
timelines
mm-hmm.
are on fire.
Yeah.
So
Right.
California will have its day where that will not occur anymore, but the world has to settle itself down first. For the most part, it's getting there, but not fully. Because
Right.
some politicians like to fuel the flames because they have an agenda.
Yeah.
So it's all agenda connected. It's not about anything what they say. It's all agenda.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, what they say, you might as well just hit the mute button when they talk. Because there's really
Right.
nothing there. It really is not what they're. Yeah, because they just say what they think people are going to accept, of course, and it works. When people
Oh,
stop listening and just go by what they feel, it's like some people, like filmmakers, they put the movie on mute and they just watch it to figure things out. And
it
do things
seems.
the same to your media and your politicians.
Yeah, but it seems that it's being a soundbox for themselves, like
Yes,
a
yes,
small percentage of people that has the speakers are the
yes,
ones resounding it
yes.
instead of real people
Yeah,
listening.
they're echoing the vibration. Yeah, a symbol is very powerful too. Even if it's just a
Yeah.
name, it's still powerful. So
But people are waking up, I guess.
slowly, in their own way,
Yeah.
but not in the full way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where they feel their version of awakening. Everybody has their own version of awakening.
At their level, yes.
Yes,
Each one. Well, it's a good start, I guess.
yes, yes, it is. Right.
Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Stephen.
Hello.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet. Thank you much. Is this Nebuchadnezzar?
Yes, it is.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I did a little brief history on you, and you're mainly in Babylon and everything, and I believe I got a lot of strong connections with
Yes,
Babylon and
yes.
stuff. So I was wondering if you can tap into that and just give me the whole kid and caboodle if you could.
Well,
What?
I'll do what we can. But yes, you're connected to the genies. Even the jinn itself, it did appear as a genie. You probably feel some of that. They did exist. They still do. They're not of the fear energy. But you've been on both sides of it. You've been one that carries the knowledge of the genie. Also, you have been the genie. So it's always been something that you're bringing enlightenment, not, and it's lessons for the soul too. It's three wishes, and you can do whatever you want with it. It's lessons right in front of you. You think they want one thing to find out, it's like, okay, maybe that wasn't the best idea. But it is a quick way to learn as a manifester. So in this life, you're it's one of the reasons why they're here, because it helps you understand the current human mindset, what humans want, what is the vibration. So that, what I can see, is the best thing to give you right now. So obviously, I see you as an architect during that time period. Also, they're not saying when, but it was during the Babylonian time. Lessons.
Sweet, awesome. Sorry about that. The thing was on. Thank you. Second question is, I'll just leave it open. If you could just tap into any of the strong energies that wish to come through and have a message or a history. Thank you so much.
Well, that's the other thing. Humans are afraid of the genie, the jinn, and that is, many are terrified of it. Well, because of what you get from it. So that's like having an extraterrestrial connection. It's scary. It's like they ask for it, then it happens. Like, okay, that's not a good idea. So many things are going to be healed here. Yes, the religions of the earth will be healed here. You're part of also the healing of the religions. You hear the honesty of it, but also it's like, yes, can we all work things out? The more positive side of religion energies that you're here for the souls to figure themselves out. Because many are lost within the religion energies. They're here to bring out more of the truth, that's the soul truth. So you're going to be here for some time. I mean, this lifetime is longevity as long as you feel like you need to. But you'll still be connected to the earth in some form, probably alien form, most likely, as you can probably feel. I do see a feline energy, but you choose different forms. One is a feline. I'm not saying why, it's just a reason for it. So, blessings.
Awesome. And real quick too, just really quick, can you just check my body? For my whole life, I've had some type of flowing issue where my legs would swell up, my feet would swell up, and ever since I was young, I just never had like it'd be either my nervous system or my blood system. And is there any like implants or some blockages or something that, because this has been like going on for my whole life, and I just wonder what you can see scanning and what you can see just overall. Thank you.
The quick one is the insectoid connections you've had, and insectoid infusions you've had in your past as an infant to keep you alive. As part of your DNA. So you got DNA downloads. See, it brought you DNA downloads for who you are today. It opened you up, but also kind of caused your body to malfunction. So if you look at the insect energies that you no longer need anymore, releasing that, you have assistance from others or put your own energy into it. This is mantis. It's not just mantis, but there's others involved. The more you feel that, because they're causing a blockage, literally. Well, you're also, it's like your galactic connection too. Gets blocked. You're not seeing everything, so your body's getting affected by it. You can say. So go by what you can on it. Blessings.
Thank you. Much love.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we have Kevin.
Greetings, Neberkenezer.
Yes, greetings.
First of all, can you tell me if there are any messages for me?
Yes, your audio is pretty low, but yes, we can hear you.
Do you have any messages for me?
Yes, you're connected to the dragon energy. Yes, there is a dragon there.
Yeah.
But the dragon you're bringing in to heal yourself. So it's connected to the Garthian dragon of knowing yourself on other worlds where that vibration you've been tapping into is dragon energy.
Yeah.
That's why it's so difficult. You're warming it in a human body, and it's very difficult.
Yeah. I was going to ask that question, but you kind of read my mind there. It's extremely difficult to deal with this, but I'm finding ways.
Well, we also see you on 3 different worlds too. Like you're not seeing this. They're not in the solar system, but they're 3 different worlds that you're connected to. Basically, the assist with seeding the Earth. You were part of that process, but as an Elohim being, is what I see.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Some of this is just here to unlock yourself.
Okay, yeah, because it feels like I'm disappointed in this kind of energy not being full connection. I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's just something I have to deal with. It'll get better, I guess.
Is that what you say? Disappointment with humanity you're talking about, or
no? Just the dragon energy is healing that.
Oh yes, well yeah, it's a rough. Well, you have every being in the universe here. I think it's just 32, or it's more than that. Their DNA here. Of course, they're not going to. If they told people that, they'd probably just say,
"Yeah,
we're done with this place."
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for saying that. Second question, connecting a little bit with like a past life a long time ago in ancient Rome or something. Maybe as a different planet, or was it like Caesar in a different planet?
Oh yes, and you can say it's still currently going on right now.
Yeah, because I feel that.
Yeah, and it depends on the Caesar world is what we see is more technical. The technology is more advanced. I mean, it's more of a space version. There's at least the version we're seeing is where they have ships and they can fly in the skies, but they're still doing the same things. Of course, you've done it differently, but it's still not an easy place to live, and they're still wearing the same clothing too.
The white robes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's more of a future. From what we're seeing, there's probably a version similar to this world where it's third dimensional. No technology, but there's definitely
the designs of some of the buildings are like that, the ancient Roman style. It's still here now.
That's quite common in your galaxy, but also your universe.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Hey, can you talk about my lifetimes as Archangel in Andromeda?
Well, that's an energy you're still healing. You're part of many, you say, hybridization programs for species to be born, to be created. We do see the fox. We're involved with this, and the Andromedan fox. They're very connected to. Also the spider, but it goes much more to it than that. But yeah, your involvement is just creation, and also safety, of course. But you're also watching. I mean, the wars that occurred there, you were there to not to get too involved because it wasn't your war, it wasn't your involvement. Just basically what needed to be released. But you're also connected to very much the Orions also. That which brought a lot of scars to on the Andromedans over time.
I see. And any messages for me from yourself or connection to yourself?
Yes, you're very connected to magic, and your magic is connected to the earth, to the fairy realms. So you're like a modern day fairy from what I can see, or an elf being, you can say. You're connected to definitely to the fae energies, to heal yourself and also the earth. So this is why your tree connection is probably strong if you wish it to be. But here you're here to focus on yourself, focus on the oceans. It seems, or the consciousness. So in an astral realm, I just feel like you're very much in the ocean. I think you already have stories on that here and there. It's human oceans. They've been manipulated. You're there to keep the oceans alive. What I can see.
I have a quick question. Am I also connected to metal?
Yes. A metal that is not from this planet, but it is here. It's very durable, very strong. So yes, we'll just leave it at
that. Thank you.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we have Daria's question. She asked me to read for her. Her first question, she says, "Are there any messages from you to me?"
I do see you as a Time Lord. I think you already know this, of time travel energies. Also, like the leader of time travelers, the boss, maybe not your typical boss, but one that even time travelers are afraid of sometimes, because some of them do screw up quite a bit. But sometimes screwing things up is more exciting than just everything going to plan. But I do see like the mother of time travelers, in the realm that you feel where you are at this point. Rome was just mentioned. I do see you in a Roman energy also.
Okay, thank you. Our second question. Are there any other messages that would be awesome? Blessings.
Yes, this one might be a little bit strange, but I do see you connected to the Yell beings, the alien energies. You might not always hear their energy, but it's one that yeah, this one's a little bit cryptic. You're part of, their growth, you can say. On different levels, sometimes you've been the protagonist or the antagonist. Sometimes the villain of them for them to learn, because they're not. It's just a group that needs a lot of healing still. Humans are feeling that here. Of some of these rides are connected to the Yael, actually. Some of it's wealth connected. Like some of the wealthy, as some of you know, are causing some of these riots, funding it. That's the yoke. One of the yoke. It's not all the Yael, but it's some groups of the Yael.
Hey, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings, Neberkenezer.
Greetings to you.
It's an honor to speak to you. My first question is, my contract is ending this month, and I don't have any more contracts in the lined up. Do you see me getting some source of revenue changing or anything like that?
Yes, just continue on just keep reaching out to others. Keep yourself, just make phone calls. Yes, you just got to keep out. Yeah, do you see it? Yeah, you just have to advertise yourself. However you want to word that. Yeah, I think you'll find a few or one at least, but like few potential, you'll find something.
Yay! Okay, thank you. The other is about meditation and my sacral chakra. When I meditate, I feel this, how would I put it? Expansion of energy coming from that. And I have the feeling that I'm supposed to keep that energy going all the time, but I retreat back into a lower state. Is that correct? Is this my way of being? Am I holding myself back, or
no? Their sacral chakra absorbs a lot from this reality. It just absorbs a lot of just everything. It's almost like you have a yard sale, but you have everything.
Okay.
People bringing stuff to you. It's a place where you're going to sort things out. So it's like your library, you can say.
Okay.
So it's what you're learning from others. So yeah, it's not going to be fully cleared out because it's what you're coming from others. Yeah. So there might be a time when it'll clear out. When the Earth goes in more of a fourth dimension, when all the chaos finally calms down. Yeah. After that, you're probably like, "What am I doing here now?"
I'm asking that myself now, but anyway.
Well, even there, you'd be asking, well, because this is the work. This is a war planet base. I mean, those of you in the spiritual, it's on a spiritual war. It's not your typical war, but it is you're taking on a lot. Then you might not realize.
So that theme has come up before, where I've kind of, there's just a lot of stuff that I've kind of solved within myself, and then I just keep on feeling these feelings, and I can't, like, okay, so if it's coming from other people and I'm just kind of digesting it, I'm fine with that.
That's an empath. Yeah, it's not you. I believe it's an empath energy that you're connected to. And those that are trying to sort out difficulties in astral, from what I can see. Some of it is reptilian connected. a lot of us reptilian connected because, well, they see their humans as their children. Some of them, their families, like, oh, look at that. There's my kid, yelling at that person. It's like, all right, keep going. Politicians, like, keep that up. Just Nancy Pelosi, you get her going. So look at it from that point.
Okay.
Like,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sports dads or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you call it.
Okay. Thanks, reptilians.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Greetings.
Is this Neberkenezer?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. Howdy. So you're connected to Israel, I believe.
Yes.
So I've been to Israel. It's an interesting place. I've been to the Palestinian areas too, and seen how kind of interconnected things are, even in the Palestinian areas. And it, you only have to go there to kind of see that it's not really feasible for it to split into two different countries at this point. I had a general question about, like, how I think every group of people feel they're the chosen people, but there's a lot of biblical stuff about Israel, and I think I don't want to sound facetious, but it sounds like the Palestinians and Israelis were fed a lot by various entities in the past about how important Israel is, how it's the chosen land and all that stuff. And I was wondering, is that sometimes misread in kind of like what may actually be the most valuable thing about Israel is that eventually they're going to solve these conflicts they're having, and that could be like a model for peace for the entire world?
Well, first of all, they are causing a lot of the conflicts for psychological reasons. Some of them are bullies, not all of them. Some of them have a lot of them, yes, are brainwashed in Israel and higher ups. Yeah, it goes beyond power, just almost like a personal vendetta. It's like a personal war going on. Everyone else has to suffer for it. It's only a few people that are doing it. So yeah, it is. It misviews. Of course, it abuses power, and every place around the world has their own timelines. Through that goes into the main timeline, of course. Israel does play a big role on setting the stage for its, clothing, hair, looks. It plays a role of it, but it's still part of a spiritual role there. So there's a lot of portal energies there. But many that are in higher ups are service to themselves right now. It's been going on for some time, of course. I'm not sure if I answered your question or not.
I mean, it gave me information. So my other question. Well, actually, do you have any messages for me?
Well, you go back in your first question. No, I don't believe you misinterpreted. There's a lot of blockages going on in Israel at this time. Your main timeline is ran by these larger cities, as you know. So it's almost like connecting those timelines to see where the future goes. For your connection here, more of a scientific energy, basically to clear out the blockages for more of the higher vibrations, or what is useful, what is hopeful. It doesn't always have to be a high vibration to make things happen. So I do see your energy connected to major events that are going to occur. You've already seen them in astral, and you have some kind of energy involvement. It's not always seen here publicly, of course. So
I appreciate it. The thing that struck me the most about going to the Middle East is how deeply embedded fear and hatred is there.
Mm-hmm.
And from an outside perspective, like I was talking to this guy in a taxi cab, and he was talking about how he hates the Arabs and everything like that. And to hear that kind of thing, like just openly spoken, is not too abnormal around there. And I was like, or the Palestinians too. And I was like, the Palestinians are like ethnically almost the same thing as the Jews.
Yes,
and you know, if you go back far enough, and he's like, yeah, that's true, but there's a lot of history. And I think that's really sums it up, is they use history as an excuse to hate each other.
Yeah, it's,
you know,
well, those of power, those that are in power right now within Israel, just they want to use the Palestinians to do what they want them. They want them to be their kind of like slaves, you can say. So it's also modern. It's not always history. It's just that those in Israel, the ones in power, don't want to lose their power. So, you know, the Palestinians will like simplify things, and maybe the power don't want that. They like their luxury life. They don't want to lose that. So, because the Palestinians can live very simply, and that's what some of those in Israel don't like that too much. That's part of it.
That it's interesting because that's more aligned with their roots. Anyway,
Palestinians are similar to like Native Americans in some ways. They have that spiritual connection.
All right, thanks. Much love.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I got Marvin's questions he asked me to read. His first question, he says, last night I had a dream that the last part I remember, I was at my house on my stairs. There was a spirit that formed out of black smoke in the dining room. I tried to get up the stairs, but I was in slow motion. I couldn't say anything but mumble. My brother woke me up because of the noise I was making, and it was 3:29 in the morning. I couldn't even scream for Jesus or Michael. Why did this happen? And am I in danger? I need explanation on what happened.
Not in danger, but it was an Archon visitation. So it just shows you're getting somewhere. So they're kind of attracted to your energy, what you're doing. So they're just kind of testing you and showing their power. Like, oh, you think you're powerful. Look what we can do. But I wouldn't worry. You're not in danger. Just a little bit shocked, but you're not in danger.
Thank you. Blessings. The second question. What does my higher self want to tell me? And can you ask my higher self, did he impregnate my lady friend? Being worried that I haven't heard from her.
We don't see that. You know, impregnate. We're not seeing that. What's your connection to that? Your energy is connected more to Palladian. Your roots. You're going to bring in the Palladian vibration. So you get blockages because you are getting quite far with you're changing your DNA to more of an alien vibration. You probably feel that. So that will continue. So yeah, you're kind of a threat to an Archon energy, of course. You're going to see what you're doing is like they're not too keen on it, but you just continue on. That's all. You'll pass all the tests from what we see.
Okay, blessings. Thank you again for coming in this evening. Up last is me. My first question, the other night, there was like a thunder and lightning show above my house. And as I was meditating to Tony music, I could see the flashes of light and then electric crackling running down my walls and windows. And this happened multiple times, more than coincidental. I was looking to see what was going on there. It felt like a download.
Yeah, it's a fourth-dimensional storm. It is not your normal storm. Even here, there was one similar to that, probably even the same time around that. So yeah, the fourth dimension's coming in. It has its own ways. It can come in through fire. It can also come through lightning. So your healing blockages, yes, it's like a pocket in time that you're opening up, and you're already doing it. Just the earth has to balance itself out for what you're all bringing into the earth.
All right, very cool. Thank you. My second question, with all the changes happening with my body, and I was looking to see if my DNA has any messages for me that's maintaining myself through any painful potential processes that might come up.
Well, I see it's connected more to the Arcturian energy of yourself. As you're bringing a lighter vibration, you're bringing downloads from the Arcturians to simplify reality. To simplify, yes, it might not be exciting in the third dimension, but in the fourth dimension, you can bring the fourth dimension into the physical, which you're doing right now, just through your energy, and you just by the vibration you're putting out. So you're becoming more of a fourth dimensional body overall. So yeah, your body is adjusting to it. You do go to fifth, you do go to sixth, but I believe more of the fourth you're working at because there's a lot of blockages to deal with. Humans are connected to those that are the protesters, a lot of third dimension energies. It's some fourth, but usually it's third dimension. So but you have to let things play out. Let them do their thing. Of course, you want to cool it off as soon as you can, but you have to let them, if they get it, it's like you just gotta let that aggression out any way they can.
Does my DNA have any like advice for me personally connecting in with it and getting, intuitive messages for what would be best for maintaining it?
Well, if you're seeing your DNA, what comes to mind? What does it look like? Does it look like blocks? Does it look like energy blocks? Does it get off a color? That will start to tell you where you're going. It does seem like your energy is thinning out, so you can go more places around the earth. So you might start getting intuitions about different places around the world automatically. I don't know why this came in, but it came in.
Nice.
So yeah, you're connected to the energy network of the planet, as you already are. You're just opening up those channels. So just your DNA, just you can kind of say let it do what it needs to do. Just I see what you're doing. Just release, because you're kind of hesitant to open it fully up. From what I can see, not really sure where it's going. So just let it flow. Just you can say mentally, you can tell your DNA just do what you need to do. You might feel a change. Probably will.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you again for your assistance this evening. Blessings to you.
Yes, blessings to you. Yes, timelines are shifting greatly. Yes, it might not be too exciting in the next couple of weeks, but we do see things start to really get intense by the end of this month as you shift into more of a new era of your race. So, blessings to you all. Great.
Can I do blessing?
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks. Thank you.
No, thank you guys. I sure appreciate you, Ivan, Bobby, and everyone. Sure appreciate y'all. Nitira Yonanda Ilusuramo Kurdo Constandartiamonti Sestala Papaya Situatuku. Thank you.
That was awesome.
I find you're just amazing, Stephen.